If I were to describe my time at IHOPU in one word, it would be transforming. I am not the same man that started, well, not the same boy that started IHOPU.
I think God sent me to IHOPU to really do heart surgery on me and confront things in my heart that I didn't even know were there. I was so ready to go to the mission field, whatever that means. I was just so ready to go overseas and just do it. And I would have burned out really quickly. And so the Lord brought me here to teach me what it means to actually receive from Him and know Him and sit at His feet.
IHOPU is sort of a greenhouse for people who come to learn, to come to grow in their experiences with the Lord, grow in their understanding of the Lord. And for me, all of those things happened. I grew in my understanding, I grew in my knowledge of the Father, knowledge of His character, knowledge of who He is. And I grew into being a human being, a young adult, like my own person.
When I came here, I was like, I don't know how to grow, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. But just spending time in the prayer room and the classes that we have, I just felt like the Lord taking me to deeper levels, showing me more of who He is and who He created me to be.
I think God sent me to IHOPU because I needed it. I remember being a freshman and I didn't really have a life in God. I didn't have a prayer life. And just over these past 4 years, God's really changed my heart to care about Him mostly, and then care about prayer, care about my family, care about friends, and yeah, I'm just really thankful.
He stirred up a desire in my heart to know Him. It wasn't even ministry or even the prayer room. I didn't really know about the prayer room. It was really a cry that said, I have to know You. So I believe the Lord sent me here to go after the knowledge of Him and grow in His scriptures.
My experience in IHOPU has been transformational, to say the least. The more I grew closer to God, the more I had the relationship and the equity with God, the greater I felt the desire to continue in IHOPU, continue reading the Word, continue studying it, understanding who He is, and understanding the power of prayer and worship.
The Lord really kind of started my relationship with Him here. He called me here because I can cultivate relationship with Him, but also do it with other students in a community.
I was talking to a friend about how amazing this community is. I really believe that my class is part of the great ones of this earth, and the way that they love the Lord has really just encouraged me. And I wouldn't be where I am without my fellow students.
One of the big things that's marked my time at IHOPU has been not only friendship with people, my peers, my friends, but also friendship with God. Before coming in, I really loved Him, had a connection with Him, and I wanted to spend time with Him and stuff, but now I feel like I am Jesus's friend.
I was really marked to be one that actually listens to Jesus in a world where it's so easy to be distracted, to actually be one who sits at Jesus' feet, that lifestyle of sitting at His feet and listening to His words.
I saw success as one thing, and being here, I know that I'll be fully successful knowing that I'm fully loved and known by God and loving Him, and then I'll serve and be successful in whatever I'm doing.
And the Lord really just quieted me down and caused me to settle in and just say, you know what, Lord? I am happy where I am as long as it's where You are. And I could not say that I ever felt that before IHOPU. And for the rest of my life, I will follow You, Jesus, not just follow my own desires.
The identity in Christ that I've received and the revelation on who I am in God has actually transformed my self-confidence. And now I feel fearlessness when I go and evangelize, when I talk to other people about the gospel. I don't care what other people think at this point.
I think IHOPU has given me skills, not only musically and practically, but just to trust the Lord through every circumstance and have Him as a firm foundation. Also just confidence in who I am and who God created me to be has made it so much easier to just live everyday life, even the mundane of going to work.
I think since I've been here at IHOPU, one of the things that the Lord has been working in me the most is just my ability to love others and to love the things that He loves. And so, honestly, really simply, I love praying more. I love going into His Word and reading His Word more. I love doing ministry and just people, I love them more. And so, it's very simple and elementary on the front end, but I think at the end of the day, one of the most key takeaways is that I love more.
I have a much better picture of who I want to be because of IHOPU, and I would say that it's helped me to build a life of prayer that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. It's helped me dig a deep well of the type of person that I'm going to be.
Even thinking of the far future, IHOPU has equipped me in the knowledge of scriptures, in knowing the plans of the Lord, and in being a woman of understanding so that I may instruct many in the future.
It comes back to that one thing, heart cry of like, this one thing I desire, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. And looking forward to graduating, like all the days of my life are in front of me. I fully anticipate that I'm gonna be, loving Jesus more tomorrow, next week, and 70 years down the road more than I do today. And I think a lot of that is coming from the foundation I've built and the way that I've been encouraged and helped to go deeper and go further, the way that the people here in the classes have helped cultivate that within me and give me the directions to get where I was trying to go. So I'm so grateful.